we go. Live on YouTube with little
Whoop,
metal
whoop.
boxes. Here we go.
Yay!
Num num num. Let's get this party started. I'm so
Whoop,
excited.
whoop.
Hey, hi, Helen.
Hey, hello.
Hi,
Ah,
I'm so excited. We have an unboxing to do.
I know.
I
I'm
am very
so
excited about
excited
this.
about it.
Anytime we get a box from Lion Punch Forge, we are always
Oh my
thrilled
God.
because it
We
always
are
holds.
giddy little girls over
I
here.
know. Because anytime we get something from Lion Punch Forge, it's always out of the imagination of Chris Anderson.
Oh, it's so
And
good.
they're always like practical and beautiful designs. And
Yeah.
they're designed to be efficient, very functional tools. And he tests them out
Hmm.
heavily. And we're very fortunate to be part of the production team for Lion Punch Forge. So we do a lot of product testing for him. And which is a really really nice thing. The production team also is it really is kind of a team because we are very much in support of one another and promote and share with each other quite a lot. So it is kind of nice to be part of a team like that with Lion Punch
Hmm.
Forge. So,
Yeah. No,
but
we really appreciate it. I know I'm not as effective as some of the other testers, but I'm now I'm getting the look. But I certainly appreciate being part of the team.
yes,
That's all I'm trying to say.
absolutely. Here it is.
I know. Here it is.
Here it is. So I've
Here
got
it
a box,
is.
and we're going to try this. I'm going to set up my camera over here because we're going to
Yeah.
take this out for a
Get it.
spin.
Let's get a really good view of it.
Here it is. All right. You ready? Let me
Yep.
open this up. Okay. Opening the box. Now,
I know. When I saw these when he was doing Instagram teasers, I
okay,
was
we got
very, very
one,
excited.
got three of them. So one for you,
Whoop,
me,
whoop.
and Julia,
Yay.
and Lion Punch Forge. And inside the box, it's beautifully packaged. Chris
Hmm.
always does a great job with stuff like this. So inside the box, we've got a card from Chris and that. Okay, so I've got one of Chris's Lion Punch Forge cards, a glittery sticker,
Sticker. You
and
know.
information. This is important. Uh,
Instructions.
hello, I'm Lion Punch Forge Microsaw.
Look at it.
It's
And we did
tiny.
get a special color handle. I think the regular ones are going to be gray.
I think so. Gray, black, green, who knows? But yeah, we got a nice little handle. Okay, so hi, I am the micro saw. Look how little. I mean, when I was holding it up like this, it's like normal
I
size
know.
saw. What? It's tiny. I love it. Okay, micro saw. I've been designed for several other special operations, such as polishing or thrumming, sanding, so using like a packing tape or using the
Sandpaper
dental
strips.
polishing strips, which I've got here, and light sanding or light sawing, trimming, and saw blade filing. So using this for like very special things. I'm probably going to use this a lot when it comes to stone setting. So
Hmm.
for small scale, little bitty things, getting in between tiny little wires, this is going to be some of the bigger saws are a little unwieldy when it comes to
Yeah.
working on really tiny stuff. So this is going to be a big help. I know that Chris designed this in collaboration with Allie Perry, who's doing a lot of little tiny work under the microscope. And the problem she
Hmm.
was having was her saw was hitting the microscope and the bench while she was working. She was like, I need something really small. And there's another type of mini saw frame that doesn't have a handle, but it's about 4 inches, but you have to hold it here. And you don't have a lot of strength in your fingers to control a saw doing stuff like that. So I'm
Yeah.
really glad this has got a handle. It features a stainless steel frame that's about an eighth of an inch or about 3 millimeters thick. It's
Yep. Chris
beefy.
confirmed that on Instagram with 0.125
Yeah, I
inches.
mean it's really beefy. Um,
Yeah.
it has the 3D printed handles, and it's really kind of
A
nice.
little knurl. That's the word.
Yeah, it's got some knurling on the handle, which gives it some grip on the sides, but it's also oval and
Yeah.
it really like registers in your hand effectively so that it's not kind of rolling in your hand while you're working. So that's really nice. It has titanium anti-rotation locking pads, which are, let's flip over, I'm gonna flip over to my other
Yeah,
camera.
when you explained the reason for this to me, I was like, oh, yes. Because I have experienced that issue with regular saw frames,
Yeah,
and I wonder if that also contributes to blade breakage.
it does. Yeah. So, so the little saw blade, yeah. So if you look at the handle, see how it's oval?
Hmm.
And that helps registration in your hand, but it has these little grips, so it has a really nice grip to it. And these aren't too sharp, and I feel like just even handling it, it's gotten, yeah, a little
Yeah.
smoother. But the locking pads are here, so you can kind of see how it like this locks in here, and that one locks in at the top.
Hmm.
And that, whoops, oh, that's why I have little things on there. But these guys will actually see how it has like the little lock on the bottom right there,
Yeah.
and that locks into this little notch. The other thing that's good to know is this can be switched from right-handed to left-handed.
Which
So
is fabulous. Julia will be so
she'll be so
excited.
thrilled. Absolutely. So one of the other things that's nice about this, because those locking pads don't spin while you're
Hmm.
trying to screw down the wing nut, you end up having a better uh, chance at it not breaking while you're trying to tighten your saw blade in place. Because what can
Yeah.
happen with these is that if you are get in there, hello, there we are, hello. So if you're trying to tighten that down, and your blade's in here, it will like shift and spin while you're trying to tighten it, and that can
Hmm.
cause your blade to break if it's not in at the right angle. So that's really helpful. Um, so yeah, so it measures, let me grab a ruler here. So the throat on this thing is about an inch and a quarter. So where the saw blade would be into the
Hmm.
throat. So my sawing depth on this, I probably wouldn't saw anything that's much thicker than, an inch, but this isn't designed to do like sawing on, for regular stuff. This is for,
Yeah.
a little more specialty fine tuning. And let's see, the frame is almost about 3 inches, but overall it is about 5.5. So, but look at how beefy this thing is.
Yeah. That's
This
what I
is,
was impressed with too.
and it maintains its flexibility. So I can kind of, it really does flex a little bit. So to be able
Just
to
enough.
put
Yeah.
a saw blade in and tighten it, um, it really is an elegant little creature. I love it.
Hmm.
Okay, so for saw blades, if you've got broken saw blades, you can use them in this, which is nice. So this is a dental polishing strip. We've talked about these before on one of our other tool tips, but these are, I'll get close up here so you can see it. Ooh, there it is. So the dental polishing strips are, they have like a diamond coat on one side, and
Hmm.
but look how these guys are really super.
Oh, super thin.
So they're like 22, barely, I think maybe 24 gauge or something. They're like
Yeah.
super thin. So if you have a sawed line, oh wait, no,
28.
this is almost like a 34
Oh,
gauge. So these are
dang.
really super thin. Because even on my smallest setting, well, no, it's like 36. Yeah,
Wow.
it's like 36 gauge. So you can actually get this in a saw line, where you've sawed out. And if it's
Mm.
coarse or you need to really clean that up, these can be
Yep.
really, really helpful. Um, so yeah, if you want to know more about them, we did a little tooltip on these a while back. But yeah, unscrew that. I can get in here, get my, there we go.
Proof that we are alive and not rehearsed.
That's right. So that tightens in there. Hello. And then I can put my piece on here and slide that in. Hello. So this is a nice tight fit for these guys. And compressing my blade. Yep, does a great job on compressing the frame. Nice and tight. Yeah. So, so you can even, for these, you can even just trim these off if they're too tall for what you're doing. But this would be nice because I can, thread that into my saw line and just
Mm-hmm.
clean stuff up. So that's really nice. The other thing that you can do with these is polishing really tiny little areas that you're trying to kind of get in and out of. Come loose. Hello. It's a little tacky. There we go. So getting into areas that you want to be polishing and using something like some cotton like this for thrumming. And basically what you do is you thread your cotton into the frame like a saw blade, and then you load it up with rouge or triple E or white diamond or whatever you happen, whatever your polishing media is.
Mm-hmm.
So you can get into these tiny little areas and polish those up. Um, yeah, so this has got some outstanding properties to it. So
Yeah,
I'm
and then just the fact that you can rescue or use parts of broken saw blades if they're, if they're
right.
long enough, that I
Yeah.
mean, that's just
Yes. So let's see if I've got a, yeah. So, because the frame is, smaller than the saw blade, it's going to, latch on in different areas.
hmm
But you could still, kind of trim this or break this down to the length that you need if you don't want it sticking out the top. And so, yeah, hold on to your broken saw blades because you might be able to use them for this if they're long enough to get into the frame. So,
Yeah.
yeah, great, great use for that. And broken saw blades. But I am I'm just really super impressed with the fact that it is so durable. This
hmm
is not a flimsy toy,
No.
you know? Um, I mean, it's meant to be used, even though it has like a pretty pink little handle. But yeah, this is
It's not
definitely,
girly.
yeah, it's got knurling. But yeah, and the fact that you can switch from right-handed to left-handed on this is
Yeah.
really nice. You can just, pop those in on the opposite side and it works just as well. So yeah, yeah, good job at you, Lion Punch Forge. This is great. Thank you, Chris. Yeah, this is a tool that I'm definitely going to be using.
Oh
So
yeah.
there you go. Yeah, look at that. It's so thick. I'm just weight wise, I'm impressed that it's not a
Tiny but mighty.
yeah, I'm really surprised it's not as lightweight as I would assume that it was. But
hmm
anyway. Okay. Well, let's take a look here. Hi there. So yes, here it is. The Lion Punch Forge
hmm
micro saw. Yeah. So good job. I like this a lot. So Chris said that these are going to be coming out in November
November. Yep.
2025. So great time to buy stocking stuffers. And it fits in a stocking. So perfect. But yeah, these will be available through Lion Punch Forge in November 2025. Check out Lion Punch Forge at lionpunchforge.com. We've got a whole bunch of fun classes coming up, so check those out. And did you like that? Let us know. Like. Hit that like button right now
Oh, wait.
and ring the bell, subscribe so you know when we're live. And we are always interested in hearing your experiences. If you've worked with one of the other micro saws or mini saws, let us know your experience with that down in the comments below,
Yeah.
because I think it's good to sort of compare and contrast, what works, what doesn't, what do you use it for, those kinds of things.
hmm
So yeah,
Yeah.
put those comments down below and let us know how you use yours if you've got one, or how you might use this one. So,
Oh, wait. Line punch forward.
Lion
Soon
Punch
as I get
Forge.
some testing feedback, there might be some slight changes. Woohoo.
Ah,
All
okay.
right.
Yeah. Looking forward to seeing what that is. Yeah. So it's kind of interesting. Yeah, it's interesting, Chris. So thank you. Um, yes. Okay.
I know.
So keep an eye out for that and contact Little Metal Foxes or Lion Punch Forge with any questions. All right.
Yes.
Yeah. join us next week for Tool Tip Tuesday and take a look at all the other hundreds of tool tips that we've got out there in YouTube land. So,
Yep.
have a good week. We'll see you later.
Okay.